All right, pause. This is not how alimony works. Alimony isn't a loyalty rewards program where your ex gets promoted and you level up with her. Courts look at need, ability to pay, and change in circumstances, not I supported the grind so I deserve dividends. Be honest, did you hear that argument and immediately know where this was going?
Today on Judge Porter.
I feel like her success is tied to me forever because of my support and everything I did for her while we were married and while we were dating. She recently got a promotion as a head of the hospital. So I feel like, and with inflation and everything, that I should also get an increase and I should also get promoted to a bigger alimony payment.
All rise.
Check it out.
Everyone, please be seated. Thank you. We're here for case number 9047, Fernando Sid versus Soraya Sid. Can you please come to the podium?
Yo, what's up? So check this out. So we're
I'm
here in
sorry,
court.
it's
You just
Fernando, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And ma'am, how do you say your first name?
Soraya.
Soraya.
Yes.
Okay, I will call you by your first name if that's okay. Fernando, I will call you by your first name. Is that okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you don't put that phone down, sir, I'm going to snatch it out your hand and you will never see it again.
Sorry, Your Honor. I'm just live streaming to all
I
my
don't
fans
care.
out there.
Put it down. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, Mr. Fernando, sir, it shows here that you are suing. Are you two still married?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So you're divorced or you're separated?
Divorce, Your Honor.
You're divorced. How long have you guys been divorced?
About 2 years now.
2 years, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, if I'm reading this correctly, there was a settlement where alimony is being paid by you to him in the amount of $4,000 a month, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you are asking for an increase of $6,000 to that alimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Why the increase?
Well, Your Honor, I feel like her success is tied to me forever because of my support and everything I did for her while we were married and while we were dating. She recently got a promotion as a head of the hospital. So I feel like, and with inflation and everything, that I should also get an increase and I should also get promoted to a bigger alimony payment.
I'm sorry, what?
Like I said, Your Honor, I feel like her success is
Oh,
tied
I heard you. I heard you. I don't want you to, please don't repeat it. I want to make sure. Okay, let me get some backstory here. How long were you guys together? I mean, from the time you guys said, hey, let's start a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, husband, wife, how long was all of that?
12 years.
12 years.
We dated for
For
two.
two.
We were
12
married for
years.
10.
See, we complete each other's sentences, Your Honor.
Oh.
Yeah,
How
see
am I
that.
not tied to her?
I see that. I see that. Please give me some insight into why he's asking for more money. What do you do for a living, ma'am?
I'm a doctor. I'm a surgeon.
Okay.
As he said, I was just promoted to head of surgery.
Okay. How long? I'm just curious. How long have you been doing? Been a doctor?
Well, when I met him, I was in medical school, and
Okay.
we were together when I was
So
doing
you did
my
medical,
residency.
you did residency,
Yes,
and then
I
after that.
worked hard for what I have.
Okay. All right. And when you were divorced, you were a doctor. You hadn't reached this promotion, correct?
No, I was a surgeon, but I was not the head of the
But you had
department.
I'm a surgeon. That's last time I checked. That pays pretty decent.
It does.
money.
It's hard work.
I would imagine.
It's very well compensated for the work that we do.
You know, I remember those days of studying for the LAST and getting ready to go to law school and all that, and
Exactly.
and I did that while I was a police officer. So
Wow.
it was them days were something. The midnight oil.
Rule number 1 in court, this is not Twitch. The second a judge has to scold you like a substitute teacher, your credibility drops fast. Judges read behavior as much as testimony, and this right here is not helping his case.
Remember that?
Yep.
I bet you could testify to that.
Yep.
Sir, you know about the Midnight Oil?
Is that a band?
Actually, it is a band.
Really?
It is a band out of Australia. Yeah. But that is not the Midnight Oil I was talking about.
Oh.
I was talking about the amount of studying that one has to do throughout the night. Because the very next day, you may have a test or a quiz or something like that in relation to the information that, or homework.
He does a lot of gaming throughout the night.
I was going to say I'm well aware of her studying because I was usually up at that time with her.
Oh.
You know?
Gaming.
Well, I call it practicing.
Playing video games.
Video games. Oh, so playing video games. So I believe the term that they use in the gaming community is you were in the lab.
Well, I was training. I was
Yeah.
training because I'm going to be a professional gamer.
Okay.
And, LeBron James had to go out and practice and
This
train.
is true.
I train on the
understand,
video
but
game.
Here's my question. Why should your ex-wife be supportive of you becoming a gamer? I'm not understanding that.
Well, because I was there for her when she was going through her stuff. Now she should be there for me financially while I'm going through my stuff.
I can see that.
Behind every
that.
successful woman, there's a guy who had to put up with her once a month.
You guys were dating when you were in med school.
Med school.
Okay. What?
I was too tired to have reasoning.
Okay, let me ask this question. What is your vocation?
Well, I'm an influencer. I'm a gamer. I'm a game developer.
Okay.
And and a stay-at-home husband, Your Honor. I took care
12 years ago, what was your vocation?
I was still figuring it out back then.
You were still figuring it out. So while you were figuring it out, who was paying the majority of the bills back then?
Well, yeah. So, I mean, this is the 21st century, Your Honor.
How did you support her if you were unemployed?
Emotionally, Your Honor. I supported her emotionally. I encouraged her. I said, honey, you can do this. I'm with you.
You know she could have got a dog for that if she wanted a support.
Oh,
And
I guarantee
the
you that dog
would
can
not
do.
have cheated on me multiple times.
Well,
Wait a minute. You were unemployed and cheating?
well, here's the thing.
How does that work? How are you unemployed and cheating?
Cheating is a symptom that something else was wrong in the relationship, Your Honor. She was always at work. She never had any time for me. I'm there for her emotionally, and she just ignored me. She treated me like a dog.
Hold on. This is getting good. How many women did he cheat on you with?
That I know of, 4.
Sure, 4.
So you agree that it was 4. So
Yeah.
let me get this right.
That she knows of.
Let me see if I understand this correctly. She is in medical school preparing herself to move forward in life. You, at the time, were figuring it out. While you're figuring it out, you were like, she's not here for me, so I'm going to go cheat because I need some emotional support because you're draining this emotional support for her and you need some in return, correct?
It's not cheating, Your Honor.
It's not cheating.
No.
You know what? It's it's a supplement.
Thank you.
You're using a supplement for the relationship that you're not getting. And then the one person wasn't giving you everything. It was like maybe it's a quarter. So then you get a quarter here, a quarter here, a quarter here, until you get 100%. That's why you have 4. And that's because she wasn't providing, right? That's why you were doing what you were doing.
Thank you for understanding, Your Honor.
Nah, man, I don't understand that. I'm not understanding that. I'm not understanding why you're asking for a $6,000 increase. How long have you been employed now, sir? Steady employment.
Well, self-employed,
150 followers doesn't make you an influencer.
those are very important followers. And that's how, hey, all business start from the ground up,
How long have you had steady employment?
Never. Never. Just say it. Never.
I mean, I'm self-employed right now, Your Honor. I work for myself. So, yeah, I could say my whole life I've been employed.
Uh-huh. But as far as steady employment, bringing in a steady stream of income, you've never had that in your adult life?
I'm an entrepreneur, you know, things up and down, you know. Sometimes I do good, sometimes...
Your Honor, when I was growing up, I wanted to be Whitney Houston. We all want to be something, right? But then real life happens and you get to do something. You get a job, you go to school. Yeah. And those dreams are dreams. They're just stupid dreams. Welcome to reality. Yeah. There is a real world and we need to work.
Oh, easy for you to say. You come from a great family. You know, I'm self-made, Your Honor. I haven't made much, but I'm self-made.
What does that mean that she came from a great family?
Her family comes from money. How do you think she can afford all that?
My father's a doctor, so yes, we did have a comfortable life, but I work hard. Like that's not something that's given.
So $6,000 isn't going to be a whole lot.
Hold on. Let me ask a question, Miss Soraya.
Yes.
Let me ask this question. Before you went to med school, you had to go to pre-med, if I can remember correctly, as far as how it's done at the university, correct?
Biochemistry, yes.
Okay. Did they give you a degree because you came from a good family?
No,
okay.
Exactly.
When you went to med school, okay, did you get accepted because you come from a good family?
No, sir.
When you passed med school, did they give you a degree because you come from a good family?
No, Your Honor.
The residency, when you finally made residency and you went through that and you passed that, did they give you, so they didn't give you anything because of family,
no.
They gave you because you proved
my
that you
work and my ethics and my smarts and my dedication.
So the good family part doesn't hold water. I'm sorry.
She had it rough.
See, here I'm not gonna put a judge. Here's the thing, Fernando. I don't know what this woman sees in you, to be honest. I have absolutely no clue, and I'm not gonna, excuse the pun, judge you on that. But the thing was, whatever it is that she saw in you, she saw enough to stay with you for over a decade, all right? In order to be in a successful relationship, both parties have to make sacrifices. And for her to stay with you for over a decade, that means...
This is where emotional logic collides with legal reality. Yes, long marriages matter. Yes, sacrifice matters. But being tied to someone emotionally does not entitle you to lifelong financial upgrades. The court isn't untangling souls, it's untangling obligations.
There were some sacrifices that she made to try to make that relationship work. Now, I'm not talking about relationship, the sacrifices you made. You said already that you've invested 10 years to help her or whatever. But what I'm saying is this. During that time period, she achieved something. She achieved a goal. She became, for lack of a better word, successful. Who agree with you, success? Because everybody has a different view of what success is. But she had a goal. She achieved that. Not only that, she just recently got promoted, which is why you're here saying that you deserve extra money. And this woman, and if I'm wrong, you could tell me I'm wrong, loved you. Am I right?
I did.
Okay. She loved you.
Despite my family telling me no, I did.
And I don't know what caused the divorce, and I'm not going to get into that in this courtroom because it really doesn't matter, because you're asking for something that has nothing to do with divorce. You're just... But what I'm saying to you is, I don't even think you respected the amount of work that she was doing during the relationship, because I don't think that you planned a future of substance where, yeah, she made more money than you, but what were you willing to do to protect her? Now, granted, I'm old school. I believe in the man is the provider, even if the woman makes more money, it's still your responsibility to protect her and cover her.
Yeah, but we live in a different world right now, Your Honor. You know,
So you don't
what
think
about
it's your job
equality?
to protect her?
Well, what about equality? Now every woman wants all
There's
of the
nothing
equality
wrong.
until it
You're-
comes
you're-
up
you're-
with
you're
the
talking-
stuff that they don't want.
I'm not talking about equality. When you guys were living together, if a guy kicks in the door, did you want your wife to go check that out? Or were you going to go down there and say, let me go investigate? See, this isn't about, I'm talking about being a man, all right? And I hate to say this, but you're not a man. You're a little boy in a man's body. You can't sit there and expect to be in somebody's life if you have nothing to offer. She has everything to offer you, but you have nothing to offer her, which is probably why you guys got divorced. And I didn't even ask why you got divorced, but something's telling me I'm in the right ballpark. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, Your Honor.
My friend, you probably lost out on a good woman.
I'll find another one.
You will. You will. But the thing is, will you be prepared to provide and take care of that woman? Because right now, 10 years ago, you were trying to figure it out, or 12 years ago rather, and right now you're still trying to figure it out. You can't bring somebody into your life if you haven't figured it out yet, because it's unfair to that person. Not only you're going to bring that person down, okay? You need to work on getting a foundation for your life in order, okay? Because if you did that, you wouldn't be in this courtroom saying, hey, I need an additional $6,000. That woman don't owe you a damn thing. She did her part. She's paying you alimony, $4,000 a month. Make it happen. Make it work. $4,000 a month plus whatever occupation you can find, that's a pretty steady foundation to work with. That's what $48,000 a year?
It's not enough,
And
Your
a
Honor.
paid off house.
That's not enough, Your Honor. I mean, the house.
I paid for the house, and in the settlement, he got the house and the $4,000 a month for the first 5 years.
And you got
that is it.
But you got peace of mind, didn't you? It sounds like a trade-off.
The house itself, just the maintenance on the house is more than that.
Then sell it. Sell it. Sell the house.
I built that house.
Sell the house.
And I paid for it.
So she's giving you $48,000 a year. You sell the house. That's an extra, at least $150, $200, $300, $500, $500,000 house. You have extra money, more money to figure it out. But guess what? This court right here, we're not giving you 1 red cent. Your case is dismissed. You need to grow up, my friend. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, you want to go for a drink later?
I am very thankful that Judge Porter finally put an end to this nonsense. I can finally get back to work, get back to my patients, get back to what's important, and put this whole mess and this whole guy behind me. Thank you, Judge.
Where does this judge get off by calling me a child? All right, I'm a man. All right, I'm a man with a 100-level character on Elden Ring, and they're gonna rue the day that I was born when I come champion, like PS5 champion of the world. Then I'm gonna need my own money. I don't need her money. Guess what? And these court costs that I gotta pay, I'm paying it with her money. That's all I gotta say. So long, honey. You're gonna miss me.